Hey, I'm Karel from Selene Studios. I started the company 3 years ago, and I'm the only programmer at the company, so I wrote all the code for Mayan Death Robots. Well, the original idea was that I wanted to make a Worms game where you never had to wait. Because in Worms it can become a little bit boring that you're waiting for someone else to ninja rope around for like 50 seconds. So we wanted to make a game where all turns happen at the same time and there's never any waiting involved. Kind of like a more dynamic, hectic version of Worms. And that was the basic setup of the game. Yeah. Well, we started at the start of last year, so that's about 1 year and 8 months now. There were a lot of difficulties. At some point, after 3 months, we almost canceled the game entirely. It was originally called Clockwork Rumble, and it had a completely different setting. And after 3 months, I went to GDC, showcased the game to people, and basically they didn't like it. They said something like, "There's something in there, but we don't really feel it. We don't really like how it looks and how it plays." So after 3 months, we kind of had to choose between abandoning the project or starting all over again. So after 3 months, we just threw everything away. We started again, and afterwards, this kind of became a problem for the artist we were working with back then. So we were 2 people. I'm the programmer, and then someone else who was the artist. And because we threw away 3 months of his work, like he became a little disheartened and eventually quit the company. So we had to hire another artist to take over the work, which is now Edwin, who's doing a really excellent job. So, yeah, as you can see, that it's been a pretty hard road to get here. But we're happy with the result. I mean, after the rework, the game was so much better. People liked the graphics, liked the new setting with Mayas. Like, things really fell into place. There's the ancient astronaut story. There are some people who believe that that aliens visited the Mayas, and they think they can tell this by seeing spaceships in the Mayan writings and in the books and in their drawings and this kind of stuff. So we thought it would be fun to imagine what if the robots were actually really there? What if there was a robot race who went in the Maya civilization, messed around, and then left and cleaned up after them? So that when we look back at the Mayan writings, and they are writing about their gods and what they did, they were actually writing about the robots, and the robots were actually there. The game will be out in October on Steam for Windows, Mac and Linux, and we will be releasing the game as well on next-gen consoles next year. Somewhere early next year, hopefully.
Thank you for the interview.
You're welcome.